Okay, so I've started this hairstyle by making a part from one ear all the way to the other ear across her head. And then I'm going to make another part on top of her head diagonally. So just starting on one corner and going back across to the part. And then I'm going to French braid each of these pieces. This is just water that I'm spraying. I'm going to start the braid up here at the top of the part. And to do this, you're just going to grab 3 pieces, and I'm doing an underhand braid. So you're going to bring the side on the left underneath the middle, and then the side on the right underneath the middle. And I'm just going to be bringing in strands of hair in the front only, not in the back. So it's just a lace braid that I'm doing, and I'm going to do this all the way down to her ear on both sides. So at this point there's no more hair to bring in, so I'm just going to braid this down the regular way all the way to the end. And you can tie that off with just a temporary elastic. You're going to end up taking that out. And then to start the other braid, I'm going to start it back at this corner. So that it's kind of coming downwards towards her face. And then I'm also only going to be bringing in strands of hair on this side of the braid, not behind. So just braid it all the way down, and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so here's what it looks like with the 2 braids. They're both just braided straight down on both sides of her head. And now I'm just going to take a small piece of hair from behind the braid. You don't want a lot of hair. This is a pretty thin strand. And I'm going to start braiding this underhand. Just a regular braid, and braid it down probably about 1/2 inch, about there. And then what you're going to do is start bringing in strands from right here. So just take a small piece of hair and add it right into that braid, just like you're doing a French braid, and then you're going to do a couple plaits without bringing in a strand. About like that, because you want the strands to stay separate. And then add in another one. And then braid down a couple more times normally. You just keep going down kind of at a diagonal angle. And keep these strands that you're bringing in fairly thin. You don't want to add a ton of hair. And then when you get about to the point where you're level with her ear, you don't want to bring any more hair from that side. You're now going to start taking the hair from this side of her head. And that'll kind of pull the braid over towards that side. And you're just going to do it the same way. Just take small pieces and braid a few strands in between. And then when you get down as far as you want with that French braid, just finish this off with a regular braid. As far down as you want to go. And then you're going to want to make sure that this hair is all combed smooth before you do the next part. And then at this point, you're just going to bring both of these braids that you made in the beginning all together. Just tie it off. And then if you want to add a flower or a bow, you can do that. And that is how it ends.